right, so we're still talking about multiplication. We'll be talking about multiplication for quite a while. But one thing that I want to go over with you is, let's just do a quick review of skip counting. Okay, because I feel like sometimes, like when we're skip counting by twos, some of you get to a certain number when you're skip counting, and then you forget which number you need to count next. So let's start with twos. When we start skip counting by twos, what number do we start with?
Two.
What's next?
4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24.
Okay, we're gonna stop right there, friends, because this is like saying 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 3 is 6. 4 times 2 is 8. 5 times 2 or 2 times 5 is 10. 2 times 6 or 6 times 2 is 12. Okay, so we are going to be working our way up to 12 times different numbers. That's why I had you stop at 24. So let's go ahead and skip count by twos. Man, I didn't write that very neatly. Look how big it is and then it gets small. Oh well. So let's skip count by twos together again.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16.
Oh, we forgot 16. No wonder that seemed weird.
Yeah, I'm
Let's
like
start over.
18,
2,
16.
4,
Wait, what?
6, 8, 10, 12, 14,
16, 18, 20,
oh, 20.
22, 24.
Okay, we're stopping there because that would be 12 times 2. Hoy, yay, Mrs. Lofink. Let's try this again. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. Now, what if we skip count by fives? What do we start with?
5,
Then
10, 20,
15,
20, 25, 30, 35, 40,
there you go.
45, 50, 55, 60.
Okay, we're stopping right there because that would be 12 times 5. Okay. While we're doing this, let's go ahead and skip count by our tens.
10, 20,
You gotta go
30,
slower. You can't write as fast as you're able to skip count. Mrs. Lofink is a slow poke old lady.
50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100.
What's next?
110,
And then,
120.
okay, we're gonna stop there because that would be 12 times 10. All right, so now, if I needed to figure out what 5 times 8 was, watch this cool trick. So I'm in the fives, right? 5 times 8. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What's 5 times 8?
40.
40.
Ah.
What if when I'm multiplying and I need to find out what 2 times 11 is? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 2 times 11 is 22. So do you see how when we skip count, we're actually multiplying? in a way as we're counting. What if I wanted to find out, my knuckles are always making marks on here. What if I wanted to find out what 10 times 6 is? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 10 times 6 equals
60. So
Isn't that
it's
kind of
like-
cool?
Yeah, so it's like, 10 plus 7 would be 17, except you're putting the 6 and a 0 by itself. And you're putting you're just adding
So
a 6.
think about like when we skip count by ones. Let's put that right underneath the tens. Let me go with a different color though. Ooh, what?
Green. No.
Pink?
Red.
We'll do
Yes.
pink.
Red.
Pink it is, Connor. All right, so we're skip counting by ones, but I'm gonna line them up with my tens.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You guys are too fast.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Okay. So this is when we're multiplying by ones. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 3 is
3.
1 times 4 is
4.
okay. Do you see how ones and tens are similar to each other?
Yeah, you just add a 0.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So if I said, what is 1 times 12?
12.
12. So what is 10 times 12?
120.
120. All right. Before I do something silly, I am going to save this so that we have it for another time. So let me do this really quickly. Sorry to.
It's kind of cool how it pops up like that.
Wait, what do you have to type?
Okay, I just gave it a name, so when I want to go in and find something that I have saved, I can
That's all
look
it's
in the
got.
whiteboard folder,
What did you name it?
just multiples.
Multiples.
All right, now let's skip count by twos again. Are you ready? Not too fast, because we really need to think about saying and remembering those numbers. Are you ready? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. But we could keep counting by twos, couldn't we? All right, here's what I want you to do. Get out your dry erase marker. You're gonna just write on your desk.
Yay.
You are going to write those numbers, skip counting by twos, 12 times.
Oh, I thought we were gonna do it like yesterday, playing with the tiles, get down and
Nope, so right now, go ahead and write those numbers, skip counting by twos.
22.
You're gonna write those numbers 12 times, so figure out what number you're gonna end with. Mm-hmm. Skip count by twos.
Oh, dang it. So, like, do you have to write it 12 times, like in a row? Keep on
No,
writing?
just like you have it. Right, everybody is either finished or almost finished, it looks like.
We're so close to getting extra races.
Okay, let's look back at this. So if we, let me put a narrower
Yeah.
pen up here. If we skip count by twos 12 times, your last number should have been 24.
Yes.
Okay, because remember, it's like saying 2 times 1 equals
2.
2. 2 times 2 equals
4.
2 times 3 equals
6.
2 times 4 equals
8.
2 times 5 equals 2 times 6 equals 2 times 7 equals
14.
2 times 8 equals
16.
2 times 9 equals
18.
2 times 10 equals
20.
2 times 11 equals
22.
and then 2 times 12 equals. Now, could we do that same thing down here? 5 times 1 equals 5. 5 times 2 equals 10. All right, so skip counting by numbers, understanding that helps us be able to multiply quicker. These are the easiest numbers to learn how to skip count by.
Yes.
All right, so we're gonna keep reviewing those, and once we have the understanding of these is when we'll be able to move on to other numbers.
So pretty much all multiplication is double addition.
For these, that's why I say these are the easy ones. Okay, all right, now let me go to a new I better save that just in case, hadn't I? Why is it not?
Maybe you have to do it twice.
I don't know, but do that just in case. All right, erase your desks. If I were to give you a multiplication problem, well, not if I were, I'm going to give you a multiplication problem. I want you to show me the easiest way for you to solve this multiplication problem. If you want to draw a picture to help you solve it, you can do that. If you want to use the tiles, you can do that. So you can either draw your own groups or draw your own arrays or use the tiles, okay? So here's your multiplication problem. I'm gonna switch that a little bit. How are you going to figure out how to solve this multiplication problem?
My book was trying to dry out.
Is it?
Mine is too.
We've used a lot. So show me what you are going to do. We've learned repeated addition also.
Wait, you can figure your tiles out.
Yes. How however is going to be easiest for you.
I already kind of know this problem by heart.
Do you?
It's 14.
Yeah. I'm gonna give you another one
Okay.
to work on while they're finishing up. Okay, everybody getting 7 times 2? So 7 groups of 2, right? So we can skip count by 2's. What did you get for the product? Because everyone is done with this one now. What did you get for the product of 7 times 2? Everybody?
14.
That is correct. Now I noticed not everybody solved that problem the same way. Is that okay?
Yes.
Absolutely. Okay, let's try this one. Mm. 11 times 10. So that means 11 groups of 10.
Wait, so which one am I supposed to?
Let's just switch it. So you're partway there already.
Okay.
So you've already kind of started. 11 groups of 10. Some of you might automatically remember things that we've talked about from previous days to help you solve this. I don't know that you'll have enough tiles for this one. You might have to do it a different way. I don't think you'll have enough tiles.
I'm just gonna try it until I don't have any more left.
How's everybody coming with this one?
Done.
Okay, so that's 11 times 10.
Wait, don't
Yeah, you won't have enough though.
Okay, from a lot of your work, I'm seeing that many of you did 11 groups. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now, how many did you put in each group, friends?
10.
10. What can we skip count by to make this easy to help us with our multiplication?
10.
Right, we can skip count by tens. So count with me. We have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, but we're not done. 70, 80, 90, 100.
110.
Awesome job, 110. So 11 times 10 gives us a product of what?
110.
110. Erase your desks. Let's go back to a smaller one now, okay?
Okay.
Let's try eyes looking up on the board for just a second. This says 12 times 2, but what does this part right here tell us?
Time. Group.
Right, times,
Groups
but
of.
groups of. So we have 12 groups of what? 12 groups of 2. Show me how you are going to solve this multiplication equation. Think about the different strategies we have talked about. show me the product that you found. Okay, now what I'm going to have you do is stand up if you're finished and push your chair in if you're finished. You're gonna stay on this side of the iPad, okay? Stay on the back side of the iPad. I want you to come look at how your classmates solved their multiplication problem. Did they do it similar to you? Is it different than how you solved it? Do we have similar thoughts? Once you've looked at everybody else's work, go ahead and head back to your seat. So it's looking like most everybody is comfortable using equal groups. Would you agree? You may not have drawn them exactly the same way. Some of you are more comfortable making arrays. All right, so when you did your equal groups or your arrays of 12 times 2, I want to know what your product is. What did you get for the answer? Remember, product is the answer for multiplication. What did you get for your product? Raylyn?
24.
Haley?
24.
Lucas? 24. Okay, so think about this trick too. When we have 12 times 2, it's like we're saying we have 2 12s. Remember this one? Is this another way that I could find my product of 12 times 2?
Mm-hmm.
Is it going to be the same product that you found using your strategy?
Yes.
Yes, it is. Let's practice doubling that number to add it. Let's try another problem. So erase your board. I'm going to leave this example up here for you to refer back to. Let's try, we'll go with a little bit smaller one. So we're looking at this problem over here on the right hand side of the board, 9 times 2. Remember that doubling the number and adding it strategy? See if you can figure out the product for 9 times 2. If you still need to use the titles or if you still need to draw it out, if this isn't making sense to you quite yet, go back to that too, okay? Are you sure? You better double check
I knew what it was, but I drew it the wrong way.
that. Okay. There you go. Okay. So some of you still wanted to see that visual in front of you. That's totally fine. You might have shown 9 equal groups with 2 in them, and then you decided to skip count by your 2s. Some of you said, I think I'm pretty comfortable trying this strategy, because this is saying I have 2 9s, so 9 plus 9. What did everybody get for their factor?
18.
Or sorry, for their product, I'm sorry, 18. So the product of 9 times 2 is 18. Friends, what would the product of 2 times 9 equal? Put your hands on your hips if you think you know what the product of 2 times 9 would be. If 9 times 2 equals 18, 2 times 9 equals what, everybody?
18.
Also 18. All right, erase your desk. Let's go back to skip counting. We're gonna kind of go back to what we had first talked about in math. Skip counting by 2s. Show me how you would skip count by 2s 12 times.
Oh dang, this is way out.
Is it? Here, borrow one of mine for right now.
Can you put that?
Mhm.
Thank you.
Skip counting by 2s 12 times. Okay, I think everybody is finished with that. So help me skip count by 2s 12 times. Are you ready?
Yes.
You have to count slower because I don't write as fast as you count. Okay?
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24.
That's 12 times.
Yes.
Okay, because remember talking about this? 2 times 1 equals
2.
2. 2 times 2 equals
4.
2 times 6 equals, oh, I just gave you the answer in the problem. 2 times 3 equals,
6.
2 times 4 equals,
8.
okay, so remember, when we're skip counting, are we figuring out how to multiply too? Yes. All right. Erase your desk if you haven't done that yet. Now, I want you to skip count by 5s. Write that out. By 5s, 12 times.
My marker's getting low.
Okay, let's skip count together 12 times.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30,
You're faster than I
35,
am.
40,
45, 50, 55, 60,
That's 12 times?
Yes.
Okay, let's use these numbers to help us figure out what 7 times 5 is. Do you remember how we did that earlier in math? Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's write the multiplication sentence for that. What did we just stop on for 7 times 5?
35.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do you think we could figure out what 11 times 5 is that way? Use your number line. Point to the number that is the product of 11 times 5 in your, it's not a number line, sorry, in your skip counting, sorry. That would show you what 11 times 5 would equal. Point to the number in the numbers that you have on your desk. What 11 times 5 would equal.
Nice job.
Okay, count with me, friends. 11 times 5. So how far over do I need to count? 11, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So friends, what is 11 times 5? 55. All right. Erase your desk. Now let's skip count by tens 12 times. Skip count by tens 12 times. How's everybody doing? I haven't been walking around this time. We're getting close. Tens? And then what did you jump to? All right, is everybody getting finished up? Okay, you're gonna have to count slower. I don't write near as fast as you count. What's our first number?
10.
Then
20, 30,
What's after 100? This is where some of you get mixed up. 110. 120. Okay, that's 12 times. What if I wanted to I need to find the product, I about said the wrong thing, the product of 8 times 10. Can I use my numbers here to help me? Point to the answer that 8 times 10 would be. Good job.
Good job.
All right, let's figure this out. 8 times 10, so we're counting by groups of 10, right? We have to count over 8 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 times 10 gives us a product of 80. All right. What about, I'm just going to erase this part and get rid of that now. What if I wanted to find this product? Could you use what you have on your desk to help you? Why'd you erase it? Use what you have on your desk to help you find the product of 10 times 10. Good job. Good job. Okay. Everybody had the product of
100.
Good job. All right. Erase your desks. If you had color tiles out, put those away, please.
Look how black this is.
Mm-hmm.
Geez,
We
my
need
desk
to
is
clean our
black.
desks
Why
off.
is